I love it. And it's good to sing and let that movement and vibration within us. If you haven't picked up a copy of this beautiful booklet, there's one on the table for you. It's The Prayer for Protection, a Beloved Prayer Brought to Life. And we've been exploring each phrase of this beautiful prayer. And this phrase, of course, is the last line, wherever I am, God is. And in that, it's this prayer for protection. Now, James Dillett Freeman is our poet laureate of unity. There's quite substantial evidence that he's a poet laureate, possibly of the universe. Because Buzz Aldrin, in his space uniform, took this very prayer to the moon and back. Not a lot of us can say that. But we can say this prayer. Let's read it together. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is. Sounds like lyrics to a song. You know, this is a great prayer. And it was written in 1943 when World War II was in its throes of warring. And there was a call for a prayer for protection. And I use this prayer every day. I love it. And often when we know a prayer, when it becomes rote, we can recite it and lose a connection to its words. You know what I mean? So I love that they put out this booklet of bringing this prayer to life. So that's our goal here. So let's give it started. This is right from our booklet. I love Reverend Sandra Campbell. She works at Temple Plaza in Kansas City, the big church there. She's also the director of the Urban School. And in this booklet, she has some wise words to say to us. For me, the last verse of the prayer for protection summarizes how to be patient and calm no matter what is occurring in my life. That simple phrase, wherever I am, God is, brings clearly into focus that I am is my beingness. It is the peace in the midst of the storm. You know the storms? Yeah, we all know the storms. And if we spend too long in this moment thinking about those storms of our life, we might have to bring in like water and refresh ourselves because we'll be starting to cry so much. But this knowing that wherever I am, God is. Say that. Wherever I am, God is. In unity, we like to say, there's no place where God is not. Meaning, there's God in you and in me. God is in this room and out there on I-35. God is present everywhere. And yes, in Ukraine and in Russia. And when we acknowledge the presence of God, calm, peace, balance, knowing is ours. If there's no place where God is not, God is there whether we acknowledge it or not. God is present, that wisdom, that divine nature, and in unity we call that our Christ consciousness. That wonderful essence that knows exactly the next step for us because it's ours. Wherever I am, God is. This is throughout Scripture. And this beautiful quote, Joshua chapter 1, verse 9, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." So even Joshua knew the truth. And it is that very essence of God that gives us that strength and gives us that courage. Courage is not that we're not going to have fear. Fear is part of our human experience. Fear is not the truth, but in this dimension, in this world of dualism, of right and wrong and up and down and all that dualistic thought, there's fear. And sometimes it's scary. And all we need to do is breathe. Just like your beautiful prayer. We need to stop and breathe and recognize that the wisdom that we desire is available to us right now. All we need to do is say yes to identifying and let's just put it on the table right now. If you don't like the word God, use goddess. Use the divine. Use substance. Use universe. It doesn't matter. Use Buddha. Use Jesus. It doesn't matter. It's a higher power that you acknowledge that is within you. And within the person you're having a disagreement with. And in the person you have a loving relationship with. In the person who just cut you off on the freeway. Just for the fun of it. But each of us has the opportunity to wake up to the truth. Are you ready to wake up?
Yes.
Good. So I bring in, I love Reverend Ernest Wilson, Unity minister, great writer, and he's inspired many people in Unity and out of Unity. He says here, wherever you are, you could reach God. Wherever you are, God can reach you. God is never more than a thought away. And in the moment that you consciously turn to Him, her, it, they, and His, her, it, they, nature in you, lo, it is there. All we need to do is turn to it. Sometimes that takes a physical turn. Hi, God. Sometimes it's an internal turn. Whatever we need to do, whatever dance steps we need to do to awaken to the presence of God. And I love this. Wherever you are, you can reach God. So if you're stuck in traffic, you can reach God. If you're out on a sailboat, God can reach you. Because there's no place where God is not. And this wisdom from Reverend Elizabeth Longo. I love this woman. I've had the opportunity for many years to have a relationship with her. She's now not working in a church. She's a consultant in ministry, and she lives in Florida. And she offered wisdom in our booklet. And she says, "Continually I affirm that I am always loved and supported. Whatever condition I experience, I observe my thoughts and keep my heart open. If fear, worry, or challenges arise, instead of whining or feeling sorry for myself, I pause, breathe, and affirm the prayer for protection. And at once, I feel the shift within me, and I relax. Do you see how that statement of faith we started out, that there's only one presence, one power in the universe and in our lives, God, is really all that is to it. We have our human dance, we have our human personality, we have our family, we have our friends, we have our people we would rather not to spend time with. We have all of that, and we're one with God. It's such a paradox. And in that paradox, we can have the wisdom to choose to have the thought, God is here. And so it's good to develop a relationship to the God of your understanding so that you can have a communication. Okay, God, what's next? Okay, I'm really faced with the decision. Should I do this or should I do that? God, give me clear advice. What direction shall I take? God's guidance is clear and it's given. All we need to do is ask. So this is a way for us to embody this beautiful prayer for protection. A way for us to allow it to guide us and inform us. And if you'll join me this week, we will do these personal explorations. Now, to start off, if you don't like the questions I've come up, write your own. You know what this journey is. You know what you need to wake up to this truth. The first one is pray and meditate daily. I'll keep saying it because it's very important for me and it's very important for you. It's our fourth unity principle. That it's important for us to have a time in the day where we let go of everything and be present to this now moment. That's where we truly live. And it's the only place we're going to have a relationship with God is now. Eternally present now. The past is gone and gone forever, and the future never will get here. As soon as that minute passes, or an hour from now and we're there, it's no longer the future, it's just now. And praying allows us to hold the highest truth, affirm the truth, and find our way to the silence where we can listen. The second one is pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. The thing that distinguishes us from most other mammals is our ability to observe what we're thinking, what we're feeling. And who's the observer? It's the ultimate you. And since we can choose what we're going to think, we can not really choose what we're feeling, but we can choose how we respond to our feelings. Feelings come and they go. And the studies have said that any feeling can be fully expressed in 90 seconds. That's a short temper tantrum. But if we feel any feeling to completion, that means if you're angry, just feel anger. 90 seconds later, it's done. Look at small children and babies. They have feelings. And then they're over it. Move on. Next. I hate you. Oh, let's go down to the playground. Pay attention to the thoughts and feelings. The third one is recognizes the blessings showing up in your life. The blessings that come from those experiences in our life. The blessings that come from stepping out on a quest and a vision, a dream. Blessings are as simple as the smile when someone passed you. The blessing of, we have a roof over our head. The blessing that we can breathe. Take a deep breath. It is a blessing being able to breathe. There's so many blessings. And when we focus on our blessings, we give less time to what we're afraid of. I hear it. The fourth one is wherever you go, God is with you. Recognize. You know how just when you're getting ready to leave the house, I got the phone, I got the keys, I got the bag, or I got the mail, whatever it is. How many of you remember to pick up God? Okay, God, let's go. God's going to be there anyway, but if you identify that you're on a journey with this great presence, why wouldn't you have the most powerful energy of the universe with you in each moment to support you and guide you and fulfill you? Each of us has a gift, and each of us have a way of expressing that gift to bring the light of God into the world. And that's wherever I am, God is. Thank you.